Alrighty, boys and girls, well, prepare for the biggest bull market ever. Now, if you're looking at Bitcoin, we've seen Bitcoin going toward that 64K as predicted in previous video, where everyone was scared, right? The Jeets and Spaghetti Hands and everybody was in full fear mode. And now we've got only 4 days left for that Bitcoin monthly candle, which is the August candle here. And we've seen Bitcoin going tapping that 64K, which is that monthly open. And most importantly, guys, this low here is possibly it, right? It's possibly the low before the up only, right? Possibly we're gonna have a green September, but most importantly is that low here is possibly it, the last low, and we're gonna see the up only, the actual bull market that lasts around 6 to 18 months. It depends, but this one might last until May next year, right? So the market overall is bouncing. Altcoins are feeling very good with this bullish sentiment right now overall in the market, as we've seen as well. Powell and the rate cuts in all the story behind the rate cuts and everything like that. Now we might see our rate cuts coming soon, September and stuff like that, which is very bullish for the market, which means we're gonna see a bull market, right? So I know a lot of people were freaking out, and whenever Bitcoin goes down, they start freaking out. Whenever Bitcoin goes up, they are like, ah man, I missed again, I wanna buy, what should I buy? And it keeps playing like that. But if you just understand that we're headed towards a big bull market, you just accumulate and hold. That's the actual thing that we're doing right now. We're expecting that massive bull market. Now we got one thing happening as well, guys. Breett finally broke out at $8 million in its market cap, headed toward that 1 billion, right? So you all know, if you're following the channel, you all know this is one of those low cap gems that we'll be looking at. It's one of the strongest. It's been actually trending now for over a week, trending on Dex Screener, and they got as well another centralized exchange listing, right? And most importantly, you know, guys, the main narrative behind this, guys, is one, strongest community ever, right? If you follow them on Twitter and stuff like that, strongest community ever compared to the market cap, which at this point is very undervalued compared to its community. The fact that it's trending all the time, the fact that they are getting on exchanges, and especially second thing is narrative, right? Pepe, the Pepe narrative, the Pepe verse narrative. And you all know, guys, Pepe is gonna flip Shiba Inu, and it's going for it. And the Breett is on it. This Breett here is on it, is the top on it. If you actually search on Dex Screener and you type Breett, right, you actually get it first. It's the first one here, right? And what I wanted to say is it's on it. It is gonna be the major player this cycle. So you've seen Solana, we had Solana season. Now today we had Tron, right? Tron network, and they got their own pump.funds, people trading meme coins there. But at the end of the day, it is gonna be the chain that's gonna provide coins that go to billions, right? Because we've seen this happening over and over. We've seen this with Shiba Inu, we've seen this with Pepe, we've seen this with Floki, right? We've seen many coins going to billions that are on it, right? And it is gonna be the major player with the ETH ETF and stuff like that. So a lot of things going on for Breett ETH here, right? And especially as well the Pepe verse narrative, right? Pepe flipping Shiba Inu and starting this whole thing, right? People looking at similar looking coins that look like Pepe, and they will end up finding about the Pepe verse and stuff like that. And we're seeing it playing right now. It's playing before our eyes right now, right? We're seeing all major Pepe verse narratives are pumping, right? You got Pepe is pumping. We've got, I've seen as well Andy on ETH pumping, right? And we've got Breett on ETH pumping, which is a very good sign. Bitcoin is pumping, everything is pumping, and Breett on ETH is finally breaking out. This is gonna be a major player in this cycle. So overall, back to Bitcoin. And if this is the low, as I said, guys, this was it. This was the dip that we all been waiting for, or at least the people that missed 2023. This was the low on 2024. So I've got it here, right? This is 2023. If you got in here, you made a lot of money in 2024. In 2024, a lot of people bought the top, unfortunately. But if you bought the dip here, now you are finally in profit, finally. And this was possibly the low of 2024. And we're possibly gonna do this. And then towards the end of 2024, we're gonna start seeing new prices, new all-time highs on Bitcoin, and finally that squeeze up on Bitcoin heading towards 2025. And this is gonna be the major bull market. We're gonna see Breett in billions, $1 billion, $2 billion in its market cap. We're gonna see a lot of coins in the billions and a lot of coins in 500 million, 200, it depends what they're about. But most of these coins that you see today here, guys, are gonna be way higher from the prices they are at today, right? That's the most important thing that we want to know. Are these coins gonna pump with Bitcoin? So they're all pumping with Bitcoin today, right? And if you miss the dip here, this low, you actually miss the dip on everything else, right? Everything else is way higher from that point. Besides few coins that haven't started pumping yet, right? So there are a few gems here and there that haven't started pumping yet. And that's the plan right now, guys, right? Simple plan. You got time to DCA, right? We've got time, because a lot of people are asking me on my Discord. The link in the description is free to join, by the way. People are slowly realizing that they missed the dip, that actually the 49k dip was it, right? Because fear mongering everybody on YouTube, the recession, and everybody's freaking out for no reason, right? Now you see what's happening. So there is still time to be DCA, right? That's what I've always been saying, right? There is time to be DCA, because most people that came in 2024 never experienced the bull market. They don't know what happens in a bull market and the euphoria that comes with it. They basically have no idea. So if I wasn't allocated, and I'm still actually DCA on everything that I want to buy, but if you really sideline fully, I do think this is it, right? That time to be DCA, right? Especially altcoins, meme coins, right? Before this happens, because once this happens, that's it. The most important thing that people forget is patience, right? It's easy to buy something, right, and think that you're gonna get rich the next day, but the actual hardest part in this crypto thing here is patience, right? Is waiting, the actual wait part. Like, that's where people mess up thing, is the waiting part. They can't wait, right? People can't wait. They just buy, and the next day, if it's not pumping, they sell it and they go to the next thing, and if it's not pumping, they sell it and go on to the next thing until actually the bull market is over. So what you actually want to do is have patience. You want to wait, right? Accumulate and wait. That's the most important thing, because holders are gonna outperform traders. It's always been the case, right? The data shows that. Like, holders always outperform traders. You don't want to be using the biggest part of your portfolio trading stuff. You want to be using that part buying and holding, right? That's actually how people get rich off cryptocurrencies, by buying and holding and waiting. That's how they do it, right? Not by trying to trade, right? Or trying to find the next 2x every day, right? Tuning in and trying to find the next 2x on Pump Fund and scrolling Twitter. That's not how it works, right? You can have like a small part of your portfolio where you're actually trading, but the major part of your portfolio should be allocated, and you should hold that part, right? That part should be for the bull market and should wait for it, right? As we have the bull market. And once we're going to have the bull market, then we're going to look into the exit strategy, which is way far away from now. But for now, DCA and holding, that's the name of the game right now, guys. Anyways, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching today's video till the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.